Hi everyone, welcome back to the Scottish Cowboys Darts channel. On today's channel we're taking a look at the Loxley Allez 80% tungsten darts. Now these, a lot of you are going to be saying 80% tungsten. Tungsten content doesn't really matter to like amateur dart players. It's only going to make the dart a little thicker. Now the lower the tungsten content, the thicker the dart's going to be. Simple as that. Now these retail at a staggering £37.95, and when I seen these darts, I seen how nice they looked, how they were designed, and I thought, wow, £37.95. In today's market, this is a steal, absolute steal. So I can't wait to get them onto the board. Now, if you're watching this and you think, where can I get these? Head over to the Darts Lounge. If you're in the UK, I'll put a link in the description at the end of the video. Or if you're in Europe and you prefer, go to Darts Centre. You'll get the same price from both. You'll get great service. One thing about the Darts Lounge, if you use the code Cowboy10, all capitals, Cowboy number 10, all capitals, you will get 10% discount off anything on their site. Just worth looking at. So let's get these on the table, get a good look at them, get them onto the board, meet back here, do a little recap and give them their ratings. On the front of the Loxley box you get a nice little window showing you the dart, telling you that the Allez 23 grams steel tip and they're 80% tungsten. On the back you get a little bit of information about Loxley. You can pause that and read that at your leisure. Also telling you where to follow him on social media and telling you the safety warning that darts is an adult sport. Inside the darts come in a little foam insert holding the 3 darts with the stems assembled and the flights held in place in the recess in behind. Now they come in one weight, 23 grams. They are £37.95, available from the Darts Lounge or Darts Centre. They are 6.45mm by 52.1mm. Let's have a closer look at the Loxley Allez darts. Now these only come in the one size, as we stated earlier, in 23 grams, which is quite good for me because I like 23 grams. That's what I use, 23 or 24. I can sometimes go to 22, but 23 is my chosen weight. Now when Matt from Loxley had sent me images of the launch that was coming up, these were the darts that I liked the best. Then I realised they were 80% tungsten and they were only £37.95, and I thought, oh god, these are going to be so popular. The 80% tungsten does not bother me. 80%, 90%, 95%, it does not bother me. It just means if it's 80%, the dart's going to be a bit bigger on the diameter just to get the weight of the dart to 23 grams, that's all. So if you like a little bit more chunky dart, go for less tungsten. If you like a thinner dart, you're going to be going for a higher tungsten. So let's take 2 away and have a little look at it. Let's start with the Loxley Black Point. I'm going to take a guess that this is another one that's going to be about 38.5mm, just the same as the rest of the range. 28.45, so a 28.5mm point. Now you start at the front of this barrel. You've got a long taper with 2 ring grooves, cobalt blue. Then you've got the shark fin grip at the front. Then it tapers all the way to the rear with these more vibrant cobalt blue grooves. Now you wouldn't think that's very fancy, it just looks quite a plain barrel with the shark grips and but it just sticks out. It's just, the presentation is just excellent. You've also got the Loxley short stem on the rear and the Loxley number 2 feather flights, and the colours on them with that gold. These are probably one of the nicest standard flights on the market, Loxley's feather range. So let's take a closer look at this barrel. Now as you can see, there is that, it's more like a concertina than a shark, but you'll see that better in the super close up. You've got the 2 grooves, you've got a taper all the way up to the rear, giving you rear grippers good push point as well. It's not the most grippy dart in the world, I'm going to tell you that now, but we'll cover that when we do the throwing section. Diameter is 50.01, which is a little bit different from what it says on their website, but I might have been reading the wrong website, because the website I read it on, it said 52.1, but it's 50 millimeters. So I'll need to go back and check that, but it's definitely 50 millimeters and 6.45. So these sizes are totally wrong, because that's 7 millimeters. So what I'll do is I'll put a little note on the screen and let you know what the actual size was. I'll get a screenshot. But what I wrote down was 6.45 by 52.1, which I got from a website, from a shop. So this is 7 millimeters by 50. Definitely 7 millimeters by 50. The drill depth at the rear .94. Now I will put a little picture on the screen to the website I got that size from, because it's important that websites get the sizes right, because that could put you off buying a dart. If you think, oh, that's a 52 millimeter long barrel, that's too long for me, I prefer 50, you would not get these darts. You would go and buy something else, and these darts would be perfect for you. So it's always better to double check the sizes. That's why we do reviews, so we can tell you the exact sizes. So let's get these onto the scales, get them over the board, so we can get a little throw. That's number 1. 23.08. Dart number 2. 23.08. And dart number 3. Oh, 23.06. I've not had a clean sweep for a while. Full setup, 24.51. On the front of the Loxley Allez darts, you've got that 28.5mm standard black point. Then you come to this front section, and what I want you to focus on here is how good this dart's machined. Look how smooth that is. You've got the 2 blue grooves, the radial cut grooves, then you've got that concertina effect on the grooves. Now that ain't very easy to do. Then you've got all the grooves that take you up towards the rear. They've got that cobalt blue in them. Looking splendid. Tapers all the way up to the rear smooth section where you've got the Loxley stem. That's a short Loxley nylon stem. Then you come out to the Loxley signature feather flight. I've got the Loxley Allez darts in my hand. As you can see, using the complete supplied setup. Go and have a look. Now these are a set of darts I am so looking forward to throwing, and that doesn't always mean that I'm going to get good results with them. Sometimes when you're looking forward to a set of darts, they just don't suit you, but I'm hoping these do. I can't complain with the way they're coming out of my hand, I'll tell you that straight away. I really like the way they're coming out of my hand. They're just, the back end's a little bit short. It's catching on my hand, the way I hold the darts. Oh. Right, grip rating. Grip rating at the front is quite low. I'm going to give it a 2. I'm going to give it a 2 in the middle and a 2 at the rear. I'm going to give it a 2 all over. There's no sharp edges to it. It's just a really good grip. Nice turn. the way the colours bounce off the board. These are very surprising. Oh, that was shocking, that. So was that. Followed the second instead of following the first. For under 40 quid. What a set of darts. Look, I want to eat, he's not far away with these darts, that's for sure. I like the way you've got that bigger front end. Who doesn't like a big front end? So I'm going to have 3 more, then do the 2-1 challenge. I'm getting dizzy, I'm walking that fast. Great start. Oh man. Every time I say it's a last throw, it's rubbish.
Scottish Cowboy to throw first. Game on.
Oh, that's rubbish.
45. Scottish Cowboy, you require 156.
Oh, rubbish in the 18. Rubbish attempt at 18.
Scottish Cowboy, you require 112.
Boom!
Yes, game shot. Scottish Cowboy.
Yeehaw! So let's recap on the Loxley Allez darts. Now, as we've said all the way through this video, they're an 80% tungsten dart. I don't care. These are absolutely brilliant. When I seen them, there was 2 darts from this range I was looking forward to trying. One was the Flamingo, which the review will be coming soon, and the other one was the Allez. Now, these did not disappoint. These are going to be kept out of the box. I'm going to go down to my other darts room and I'm going to be using these quite a lot. I'm going to maybe change the back end to it's a bit longer. I think they were a bit short, but I love these. Grip rating for me is 2 at the front, 2 in the middle and 2 at the rear. So 2 all the way along the barrel. You've got grip for front, middle and rear. That's a really good balanced dart. Value for money, it's a 10 out of 10. If I could give it a higher mark, I would. It's a 10 out of 10 and it might be the best value dart this year on the market. Based on my match start, the Lumos, at the moment these are getting a 9.5 out of 10. That may change in a couple of weeks, maybe as short as maybe a month, don't know. If I keep using these may become the one that everybody has to beat. But at the moment it's still a Lumos, but these are the closest contender this year. Based on the 2-1 challenge, 67 average, 9 darts, bullseye! I pulled it out of the bag. My first 3 darts were terrible, but that happens sometimes. There is no editing, there is no retake. As I've said before, if you want to see people that just edit and retake, head over to TikTok, head over to other YouTube channels where you can see them kidding on they get 9 darts, kidding on they're the best player in the world. Not with me. What you see is what you get. You will get pure honesty at every turn. I'm not going to sit about and spend all day throwing darts and saying, oh, I had a 9 darter, oh, I've done this and I've done that. I came close to a 9 darter once on a live game. I missed double 12. It's the closest I've ever came, and it's probably the closest I will ever come. But that's neither here nor there. So guys, thanks very much for the support on the channel. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscription button. Will never cost you a penny. I don't believe in charging subscription prices. I get sent stuff to review. I take the time to review it. I get the product at the end of the day, and that's how I get paid for doing this. I don't need to get young kids or adults or people who are struggling along the same time to spend $2.99, $5.99, $10.99 just to subscribe to my channel. My channel will always be free. So guys, thanks very much for watching. If you take the time to leave a comment, I will take the time to answer that comment. Most importantly, keep enjoying your darts, and I'll catch you on the next review. Yeehaw!